everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. It's Friday, October 31st. So happy Halloween, everybody. So I had booked today off of work because I have a Christmas market this weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday in Dartmouth. But I also had to call off work Friday or Thursday. I had to call off work Thursday because my nose was nasal. The drips were so bad. It was just constant wiping. So I had to call in on Thursday. And if you made it to my live on Wednesday night, thank you for joining me and thank you for sticking with me because I had Kleenex stuck up my nose for most of that live. I have inflamed nasal polyps for those who don't know. So I'm awaiting surgery and I do have my surgery date and it is December 22nd. So I have not been sleeping well. I actually have a little bit of a headache today, so that's why I'm a little off today. But because my market is tomorrow, I have a lot to do today, and it's Halloween, so I really gotta get my stuff together and packed. I might even pack my car today because we're supposed to be getting a lot of wind and rain today. I think it's the tail end of Melissa coming through the Maritimes. So I thought I better film what I got made this week because I'm not going to have much time to do it, and I want to price and pack this stuff and get my car packed so I could just kind of veg for the rest of the day. I possibly have a coworker coming over today to look at some stuff that she wants to buy for her grandson for Christmas. But I'm still going to pack my bins because I can't bank on her coming over in case she doesn't. So if she comes over and I'm already packed up, well, we'll just have to go through the bins and stuff. But I got to be ready to go. And so the first thing I did this week was, well, it's actually not the first thing I did this week, but it's the first thing I'm going to show you. I wanted to make some more embroidered notebooks because I sold quite a few at my last outdoor market of the year. And I think I only have like 7 left, so I really wanted to bust out some more embroidery notebooks. So I made another bee. And my notebooks, they're just the mini composition notebooks. You can buy the notebooks off Amazon. I bought some extra books in case somebody wants to buy like a refill. So I was selling these for $15. I mean, they were selling, but not like at a great amount. So I lowered them to $12. And the first market I had them at where I had the lower price, I sold a lot more. So I think I'm going to keep these at $12. And if somebody wants to buy the extra notebook, it's an extra $2. So I made a bee. And the cats seemed to do pretty well. So I made some more. I made 3 of the cats. And they're like adorable. This is pretty new fabric. It just says meow on it. But people like the cats, so I made 3 more cats. And then I only have 1 chicken notebook left, so I made some more chickens. So I made this one. I actually like the inside of this one. I used kind of like a faux cork. It looks way better in person. So I made that chicken notebook. I made this chicken notebook. I sound horrible still. I'm sorry. This one I did with plaid vinyl inside. So these you can really have fun, mix and match your vinyl. Then I decided to make a chicken with the Nova Scotia tartan. I don't think I have any Nova Scotia tartan notebooks left, but at this point in time, I don't think I'm going to get any more notebooks made today. So it is what it is. I mean, if I was feeling a little bit better, I probably would get a lot more stuff done. But, like, I work 5 days a week at a grocery store, which takes up a lot of my time as well. I have a car payment, bills to pay, so crochet, I don't make enough at the crochet to quit my job. So I will continue to work probably for another couple more years. I need a sip of my coffee. So then I was going through my market stash, and I only have one loaf cat. And they still, you know, do fairly well for me, so I decided that I should make some more loaf cats. And this pattern is Saucy Puffins Crafts. Oh my goodness, I have been having such bad brain fog lately. Oh, I should say that all of my notebook designs are from Etsy, and it's Designs by Little Bee. So I will link these in the description below in case you have an embroidery machine and you want to make some notebooks. I'll link these patterns in the description below. But they're all from Melissa from Designs by Little Bee. This pattern is from April, and she is the Cozy Buckeye. So I made these two kittens. And April's tail, it's like 5 crochets in the round. I must have skipped a stitch and then ended up with 4 because look at my tail. It's pretty skinny. So then I bumped up to 6 single crochets in the round. I don't know, I find it easier to not skip a stitch, so probably do 6 in the round going forward. But I think it's a Christmas market, people are going to be thinking Christmas, so I needed to pump out some more loaf cats. So I did 6. I did 2 in the pink color, and this is Parfait Plush. This one I did in the variegated Chenille Home Slim, I think. And I did white. And then I did another variegated with the brights, the Premier Chenille Brights. I know I said I was only going to use this for turtle shells, but apparently I lied. So cute. And then the last one I did was a gray and white. So I did 5 loaf cats. Did I say 6 earlier? Okay, I did 5. So I gotta price all these and pack up my bin. And Brenda's coming with me tomorrow, so I will get footage of her table as well after we get set up. I didn't get a whole lot crocheted this week. I mean, with work and doing my embroidery notebooks and whatever. What did I do on my, What did I do on my live on Wednesday night? It was a cat, I think. Pretty sure it was a cat. I can't remember. My brain fog is so bad, you guys. So then April reached out to me at the beginning of the week, and she goes, do you want my bear pattern? I'm like, yes, please. I did apply to test, but I didn't get picked. I just assumed, because not everybody wants the same testers all the time, which I totally get. Like, but anyway, she reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do her bear. Boaz the bear, I think his name is. So I made one. It is adorable. Adorable. So I made him. It was earlier in the week. No, I did the second bear on my live. It's coming back to me now, people. So I did the next bear on my live. So I did this one. Very easy pattern. It's kind of neat how she does the ears. It took me a bit to get the ears the first time. But they're crocheted in the round. This is Java from, I think it's Sweet Snuggles Light. And this is Parfait Plush. So I mixed those two together. Adorable. Adorable. So I made that one, and then I'm like, on my live, I'm going to do another bear, and I'm going to do a polar bear. So this is the bear I did on my live Wednesday night. Yes, it's coming back to me now. And during my live, like I said, if you were there, I had the Kleenex up the nose, like, because my nose was just dripping so bad. It was basically non-stop, so I had no choice. It was either stick Kleenex up my nose or stop the live and not finish. But doing that on a live is one thing. Going to work and having Kleenex sticking under your nose at a self-checkout, I don't think my boss would like that very much. So, so I just decided to call it. And my nose is still dripping today, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday. I just hope I'm okay tomorrow, because I really don't want to stick Kleenex up my nose, and if I have to, I will just put a mask on. But then, you know, because I don't sound that great, because I'm congested, people are going to think that I have a cold or a flu, and that might hurt my sales. I assure you, this is just a nasal issue, and I'm waiting for surgery. But I can't like have that spiel over and over and over again tomorrow. So it is what it is. If I have to wear a mask, it might hurt me. I don't know. But like, I looked at my sales last year at this market, and it was a 2-day market. I need 2024, Heather. 324. So, same market last year. On Saturday, I did, after fees, $375. Day 2, I did $589. So it was really weird that my Sunday was better than my Saturday. But see, I could already tell by looking at what I sold that I did $260 with the dragons in the 3D printed eggs. Right now, I think I only have 4. So I don't know. So my 2-day total last year after fees was $965. I don't think I'm going to break that this year because I don't have the same product that I do last year, but this year I have the 3D printing. And I don't believe I had the 3D printing last year. So I have no idea what to expect. No idea at all. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But this is the second bear that I did. And I did Premier Plush, gray and white. I did rainbow eyes. And I somehow didn't do his ears correctly, so I did have to go back and tack them down. But I'm pretty sure that was because I was on a live chatting and I had Kleenex stuck up my nose, so I was distracted. And you could tell, like, from the first bear to the second bear, like, but anyway, he's adorable. Quick and easy. I don't think I'm going to make any more because I want to make sure they're going to sell before I do multiples. But like I said, I know that the cat loafs will sell, so I made a few of those. I still have wolves, foxes, bunnies. I still have that opossum that I did. So yeah, some loaf critters. Okay, I just gotta take care of my nose and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Like, I hope this surgery works. I hope it works because I don't know how much longer I can, like, do this, honestly. The worst thing is not being able to sleep and be in a mouth breather. It's just, I'm getting tired of it. It's getting old real quick. So then I was like, it's a Christmas market. I don't have a whole lot of Christmas stuff. I have a Grinch pattern that is, I don't even know if I have a picture of the Grinch that I had, but anyway, if you go back to like an outdoor market with my clearance bin, I had a large Grinch that I did in acrylic when I first started doing the crocheted critters. And he was pretty big. He was adorable, but I had a price tag of $45 on him just because he was so much work and he was quite large. This would have been my 4th Christmas with that Grinch, so I'm just like, I'm not taking him anymore to markets. I'm putting him in my clearance bin, and he did sell this summer. So I'm like, well, I think a small Grinch in the plush yarn would probably do a lot better. So I jumped on Etsy and I looked for a small Grinch. And there's actually quite a few out there. I don't know like which channels have showcased which Grinch. I haven't seen a lot of small Grinches being used this year. Anyway, I found one that I liked. I don't think I've seen anybody use this designer. I've never heard of her before, and this is my first time purchasing from her. I will put her name up on the screen because I don't want to butcher it. But it's like Joanne Amigurumi. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the first one I made was this one. And I don't like, I think like hers looks so much smaller than mine. But this is about the size that I was looking for. And she shows you different ways to embroider the eyebrows. So you can have like a mean looking Grinch, or you can have like a, I don't know, what's the word? I don't know. He looks kind of sad. So anyway, you have to tell me which one you like more. I did 3 so far. So I did 2 with the derpy eyes, and I did 1 with the, he's got a scowly face, the one in the middle. Now she called for 16 millimeter eyes. I used 18 because the 16 just looked to me too small. She has you crochet and sew on the tufts. I just surface crocheted them. The first 2 I made were with the eyes that have like the really big backs. I found another pair of 18 millimeter eyes with the dome back, so I used that for my last one. And it was a little bit easier to do the eyebrow finishing with the dome backs versus the other backs. It's really hard to do the eye detail because the backs take up so much room, like on your plushie. And then you just embroider a little heart on them. I'm not sure how many I want to make, but I've got 6 markets in November. So I think after I get done what I want to get done today, I'm going to make a few more of these just in case they sell well. And if they don't sell well, then I'll have enough for the rest of the season. But I got 3 made. I think I want to make at least 3 more. And have a total of 6. They're pretty quick and easy. I think 35 minutes it takes me. So I'm going to put $15 on these. If I take some over to Lisa, I think I'm going to put 18 on them because she takes 25% commission. So that's my plan. So I made 3 little, they're called Meanie Greenies, I think that's what she calls them in the pattern. But they're adorable. I really like them. Dave's like, they're not going to sell. I'm like, kids are going to love these. What do you don't know what you're talking about. But they're adorable. Again, I will be back in a second. So the last thing I have to show you is actually the first thing I made this week. And Robin showed this on her channel this week. So Shannon from Snuggle Beads Crochet, she has come out with Pipsy the Pig and Hewie the Cow. Well, I showcased Pipsy last week, but I knew I wanted to do Hewie the Cow this week. So I made a Hewie the Highland Cow, and I just want to say he is flipping adorable. And this is the next critters that she has in her splooting series. So this is Hewie the Cow, Hewie the Highland Cow. So he sploots like this. He can sit like this. So my last couple of splooters I made in the plush yard. I can get $40 for my Parfait Chunky splooters. So these ones are going to be $50 going forward. And I've made and sold the mouse. I've made and sold the frog. I've sold both of my light and night furies. I sold Cookie the cat. So I've sold quite a few of the splooters. And I expect to sell some of them tomorrow too. But he is adorable. Absolutely adorable. And I love the colors that Robin chose for her splooter. She did, I think it was curry for her splooter. Just one second. So that's how fast my nasal drip comes on, like after I take care of it. So I hope I'm better tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I hope I'm better tomorrow. I bought some, well, I did buy some. I found some in my bathroom, some sinus medication, so I'm on day 2 of that. But like I said, I think this is a problem with my inflamed nasal polyps. I think my sinuses are just inflamed. They're doing renovations at work, which is not helping me at all, I don't think. I think I'm going to have to suffer through it until my surgery, unfortunately. So you may see me like this for a little bit longer, people. I mean, I'm trying to be as positive as I can be, but it's really hard. It's really, really hard. But it helps making these adorable critters. I mean, crocheting makes me so happy. I can't imagine how I would be miserable if I wasn't baking and doing markets and selling. So thank you, Shannon, for letting me test. I really appreciate it. So once I get off, I'm going to do another little filming of Hewie and another little filming of Pipsy the Pig, because these aren't going to be released until November 8th. And I want to showcase them again next week in case they sell tomorrow. So I will do a little bit of filming for that to add on to my next video. But that's what I've made this week. I'm not stopping and starting again. I'm not stopping and starting again. But yeah, that's my Hewie the Cow. I did plush yarn, Premier Plush, Parfait Plush. I did rust, and this is Sweet Snuggles Light Java from Michaels. My cream plush yarn is so horrible. I worked through it with the muzzle, but I was not working through it with the horns. There was no way. Not with the decreases that you have to do. So I used Elise Voluto for the horns. I just matched as best as I could, you know, with the muzzle. And I think he turned out just fine. He's got a little bit of a cowlick. Cowlick? Like, I've tried to... I don't really want to sew it down. But if anybody's going to have a cowlick, it should be a cow, right? Adorable. I love him. I love him so much. So, I'm going to price all this, pack my bins. Me and Dave gotta go get a few groceries later today. And I might pack my car tonight. And if my coworker reaches out to me, I'll just tell her that she'll have to come over another day. It's Halloween. I got so much on the go right now. And I work right across the street from my house, so she can come over anytime after work and look at my stuff. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But if I make any other things tonight, it's going to be more of these. If I do, I will start my market footage off with however many more of these I made. I'm meeting Brenda tomorrow morning for breakfast to start the day. And hopefully it'll be a good day. I'm excited, but I'm also frustrated with this. Hope this is not like this tomorrow. I really don't want to have to stick Kleenex up my nose and wear a mask, but if that's what I have to do, then that's what I will do. So we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.